Senator Mitch McConnell talking to leaders in Elizabethtown as part of his effort to strengthen the defense sector and increase support around Fort Knox. But as he was appearing, the news was breaking about talks to end the war in Ukraine with Russia. Isaiah Kim Martinez and our senior photojournalist Alyssa Newton were there in Elizabethtown asking questions.
He turned 83 a month ago.
Well, good afternoon, everyone.
And today, Senator Mitch McConnell is in Elizabethtown with this stark warning.
What we want to avoid here at the end is a headline that says Russia wins and America loses.
It comes as President Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin agree to start negotiating a limited ceasefire in the Russia-Ukraine war. McConnell saying something you might not expect to hear from the longtime Republican leader.
It's the authoritarians versus the Democrats. Obviously, the Democrats need to be more aggressive. That includes NATO spending more.
Putin reportedly calling on Trump to end foreign military aid and intelligence assistance to Ukraine. How would you describe the relationship between President Trump and Vladimir Putin right now?
Well, I think we're all watching the beginning of a rather different kind of administration. I think the Ukrainians have to win. I don't think the European countries are going to abandon them, no matter what we decide. I want to avoid a war, and the way to do that is for your enemies to be afraid of you.
Are they?
That's what Reagan proved.
McConnell's a month removed from announcing his retirement at the end of his term. He walked in slowly, holding one of his aides' hands. At times, he had trouble hearing our questions.
Tariffs, Senator. Your comment is about tariffs. Tariffs. Comment about tariffs.
Oh, yeah. I'm not a fan of tariffs.
McConnell is concerned over America's trade war with Canada and the EU and its effect on Kentucky.
If it goes on very long, we'll have more of what we've already experienced in Canada with the taking bourbon off the shelves. I'm hoping that the president will be satisfied here sometime soon.
Meanwhile, the race to fill his Senate seat is already heating up. Is there any reason you wouldn't support Daniel Cameron to replace you in the Senate?
Look, I'm not going to try to pick my successor. That'll be up to the Republican voters in Kentucky.
Who would you like to see?
Thank you all.
With that, McConnell leaves E-Town as his party continues to move away from him, his Ronald Reagan ideals, and toward Donald Trump.
Well, back to the endorsement there, Isaiah, whether Mitch McConnell does endorse somebody is going to be very interesting now. We know his hand-picked candidate is Daniel Cameron. Right. We've known that for quite a past couple of years.
Yeah, well, I think more folks are looking at the Trump endorsement, sort of where he goes with some of the contenders already, especially in the Republican Party. I mean, look, either way, every candidate from the Republican Party is tied to Mitch McConnell in some way, shape, or form. Of course, the former Kentucky Attorney General Daniel Cameron, you could argue, is the most. Interned under him, was a McConnell scholar, was his general counsel for a time. And you get a sense people I've talked to, Senate was always the focus. Governor was sort of something that popped up. Him to replace, Cameron to replace Mitch McConnell in the Senate was always the plan. We'll see if it remains the plan in today's sort of Republican Party where things are going.
It would certainly carry weight in Western Kentucky, as we've seen in the past with Mitch McConnell. All right, thank you.